My husband embarrassed me in front of my high school bully, and I couldn't be happier. I always thought women were doomed to love more than men, until I met Blake. Me and Blake had been together for 4 years. He was every woman's dream guy. He kept his place super clean, never let me cook without doing the dishes for me, and even memorized my period cycle so he knew when to buy me flowers and chocolate. But he always tried to make things a competition. Like the day I got my college degree, he signed up for dozens of prestigious internships. At the time, I thought it could be a good thing. I figured it just meant we always pushed each other to be better. Funny. Anyways, a few months ago, I got an invite to my high school reunion. Picture the geeky girl in the before of blow-ups in Disney movies. Because up until the day I graduated, that was me. But now I had a life I was proud of, and in all honesty, ready to flaunt. I told Blake as soon as he got home. I remember wanting to trash talk the girls at school together, about how we'd make everyone rot with jealousy. Honey, I don't think you have much to show off. I mean, it's not like you've really changed much. For a second, I swear I thought he was pranking me. I reminded him that, for one, I don't have braces and big odd glasses anymore. I've lost over 80 pounds since then. I think he realized he messed up because he immediately began backpedaling and saying that he just had a long day, that he'd be more than happy to go with me. Well, I myself was extremely exhausted, so I just accepted his apology and marked the date for the reunion. I bought myself the most flattering and expensive dress I could find. My shoes, purse, necklace, and earrings were all perfectly coordinated, and when the day came, I smiled at myself in the mirror, knowing I had come a long way. I expected a "you look nice" from Blake, or even something about the color of my dress would have been nice, but instead, he asked me if I could wear less accessories so I don't show him up. I told him no, and he just rolled his eyes. Next thing I knew, he was grabbing these cufflinks from a Cartier box and switching his watch for a Rolex, both of which I had never seen before. Then, he just left. Well, I figured he had just gone for a smoke, and I finished getting ready. For the first time ever, I understood what it means to feel like a princess, until I went outside, because Blake was nowhere to be found. I tried texting and calling him for 30 minutes straight, but there was no response. I don't even know what I was thinking at this point, but either way, I ended up ordering an Uber, because by then, I wasn't even worried about Blake. I was thinking about Cherry, my main bully, the girl who made up a song about me. If we got stuck on an island, no food in sight, we'd roast up Lily, we'd eat every bite. She's a pig so big it's almost a crime, feeding the school one snack at a time. The familiar rage I felt all throughout my teenage years boiled my blood, and I walked into that building filled with anger. But when I walked in, the first person I saw wasn't Cherry, it was Blake. I caught him halfway through a conversation about how well he was doing, and how much he's changed since high school. And even when he saw me, he kept the conversation with them going. He only stopped when the woman walked away. I immediately asked him what the F he was doing, that it was my high school reunion, not his. When I looked into his eyes for the first time, I saw more than just jealousy. It was hatred. Fear ran through my veins, and I reminded him that I loved him, that we were here to be together. He completely ignored what I said, and looked for someone else to talk to. That's when my body froze, because he had made direct eye contact with Cherry, who was practically running towards us. They started talking, and she twirled her hair, completely ignoring me. Then, after I stood there in complete disbelief and silence for 5 minutes, she finally turned to me and asked who I was. Despite everything, I was hyped. This is the moment every bullied kid dreams of. The moment their bully doesn't recognize them, and it's clear they're hotter and richer than them now. But before I could say anything, my husband chimed in. Damn, you don't even recognize her. This is Lily. Remember the girl from the song? My heart dropped. I saw a glimmer of intense jealousy in Cherry's eyes before she started cackling. For a moment, I was glad no one else was listening to this train wreck. But that's when my husband started clicking his fingers, tapping his foot, and humming to the tune of the song. I wanted to crawl into a ball. Soon, everyone turned to look at me, and I heard whispers. My eyes locked with Blake's, and even as mine were filled with tears, his were filled with joy. By instinct, I wrapped my arms around him. I just wanted to disappear, but he didn't even touch me. He just kept singing the song and told me to stop taking life so seriously. So I did what I always do. I just smiled and pretended to be completely fine. I told Blake he was right, because I knew there was only one way to win, only one force in my favor, and that was the power of underestimation. I couldn't tell you what I did to Blake in this short. The full video is on my channel and linked below.